putting it back into service, and I've got to make sure I get everything matched up, you know, and maybe it's de-energized, so I'm not going to be able to take a phase indicator to be able to tell which phase is phased.
One of the areas that really drove us to work with DMAC in this, you know, realm of education with the line mechanics is the need for some more skilled people in that career field. Currently, there are very few colleges that offer programs for the line mechanic trade, and what we're seeing is 2-year wait times, people not able to get through fast enough to meet the needs of the workforce.
And when we were, talking about bringing this program to Des Moines, one of the things that challenged the team is, what can we do to help alleviate, some of this bottleneck, as we would call it. Obviously have a great working relationship with DMAC, and so we were able to start our conversations with them, and they were very interested in it and get jumping on the program.
DMAC and this program would not be where we are if it wasn't for the partnership with Mid-American and Index AR. I mean, they have been full partners, not only helping us, they're pushing us, and so it gives us all that momentum to come to completion, because our number one goal is to get the job done. I mean, you've got to actually start something and finish it, and when you've got partners like Mid-American and Index AR, you can make it happen.
Yeah, I think my favorite app on the Index is actually the Transformer Trainer. The ability to be able to understand if you're doing something wrong, if you're wiring something wrong, if you're establishing, the correct wiring diagram, and I can watch the look on the student's face when they have those aha moments, like, okay, I figured it out, and then to be able to, okay, once they figure that out, to go to the next one. And then having the ability to, okay, we figured that out, now let's go out to the field and actually build that, and then they can refer to their app even when they're in the field and be able to say, okay, this is the way it was wired out there, and this is the way it should work.
I need hands-on learning. I'm a hands-on learner. Those iPads are very hands-on. They make it easier for me to learn, and I think everybody else in the class could agree. From day one, we had gone through some of the apps, and we'd really just messed around with them, trying to get an understanding of what we were going to do with them over the next year. And we've been recently going over transformer theory, and our teacher Don, he's been really running through it all with us. He's been pulling it up for us on a big screen, really just showing us how to wire them up on the iPad, making sure everything's correct so we know how to do it when we go out in the field.
When students come to us and get the Index AR materials and see what they're going to be seeing out in the workplace, it speeds up education. It makes them more confident and competent as they go into the workforce and start to learn the competencies and technologies they're going to need to learn.
We chose to work with Index on this program, one, because we've just got a long-standing relationship with them. We started a number of years ago working on our own internal training programs, and so we know firsthand the quality of product that Index produces through the ebooks, through the applications, as well as just how user-friendly it is for a student, quite honestly, across all generations. And so knowing that there's this technology available that's user-friendly, but also just very interactive and just another way to learn.
It just makes students feel better about what they're learning, because they don't like feeling uncertain. I mean, they like to feel like they're in control, they know where they're going. And these ebooks and iPads really give them an opportunity to experience real life in a virtual setting.
I think it'll hold us to a kind of a higher standard because we've had so much given to us. They're going to expect, higher performance because it's like, we gave you everything that you need. So kind of just how much work you put into it, how bad you want it.
When we're looking at training our employees, and maybe sometimes this is firsthand exposure for them, we ultimately want to make sure that we're able to do it in a safe environment and a controlled learning environment. And quite honestly, through the applications, our apprentices are able to do so, to then where we then take it to the next level, whether it's in the classroom setting, hands-on, and then obviously out to the field.
And those books, another great thing about the books too is that before you used to have to page through and find what you wanted. Now you have the opportunity to just type in your search feature, find out exactly where it is, go to the
Bookmark it.
material, yeah, and take notes. So those key components of the ebooks and the apps, they're tremendously valuable to the programs.
It is exciting. We want to create excitement for our students now and for anyone that we can encourage to go into these fields. Because again, if they lack anything, it's a concept of what the job really is like. And here we're able to do it easily and with a lot of support. So thanks to Mid-American and Index AR.